Welcome on board, guys. This is Captain 37 speaking. Welcome on board. We're gonna be doing event flight today from Copenhagen Trop Airport to Echo Delta Delta Lima Dusseldorf. We're gonna do it under Eurowings livery, and hopefully the ATC and the traffic at Dusseldorf will be quite busy because of the event. So let's get started. Our aircraft currently connected to ground power. Let's go ahead and put the battery on and ground power on.
Opening traffic kilometer 2 to Romeo, push and load, stand overnight.
IRS's voice recorder. Hydraulic levels are good. Echo Kilo Charlie Hotel and left GPS. FMS route. Let's start from Copenhagen and destination is Dusseldorf with the call sign of Eurowings 9er Echo Mike. Okay. Electronic engine controls on. Airspeed test. Stall warning test does not work now because the DC power has just come up. AC power correction, and it needs like a couple minutes to make the stall warning test work. So let's continue with the yaw damper and fire test. Fire extinguishers, cargo fire test. We can proceed to emergency exit lights, no smoking lights, fasten belts, and window heats. PAX auto. Cruise level will be 320. And landing altitude 150 feet, which is the elevation of Dusseldorf. Strobe steady. Flight directors on, master on my side. Oxygen test. Auto brake RTO and fuel flow reset. Let's light this one up a little bit. And continue with programming the FMS. So let's check the flight plan first of all. So flight number is Eurowings 90243 from Copenhagen to Dusseldorf, Boeing 738. With minimum takeoff fuel of 6,775, 400 kilograms extra is included, and the taxi fuel block comes to 7,000 kilograms.
Guys, traffic, Scandinavian 1629.
Our route is here. We will take off from runway 22 right via Nexan 1 Charlie, and we will land via Star Halme 1 Golf and runway 23 right. But of course, at Dusseldorf in real life, we don't normally execute these stars. Instead, we execute the transitions, which I will show you how to put them in the FMS. and transitions are like sort of an easier and more like traffic management oriented flight routes. I'll show you guys in a couple of minutes. And we are expecting 176 passengers. Give me a second. Yes, and our payload will be 18,400 kilograms, and takeoff weight will be 66.8 tons.
Got the traffic, Scandinavia 1471,
For the
final
fuel, we
runway
said 7,000
04.
kilograms. Let me just take little notes. And the zero fuel weight today estimated is 6.1, as you can see here. 6.1 tons zero fuel weight. Okay, let's continue with the plan. We've talked about the passengers and payload and takeoff weight. And let's check the nav log. We will climb to level 320, and outside air temperature will be -44 at that point. We need this information to put it into FMS. And we have the descent winds over here. Our alternate will be Amsterdam Schiphol. Okay, everything looks fine. Let's go back to our aircraft and start programming the FMS. So yeah, departure runway 22 right, as we said, via XM1 Charlie. FMS route after Nexen via Tango 503 Gimru. Tango 503 to Gimru. Continue to direct to Mykonos. And thereafter direct Kegab. And then via Uniform Zulu 706 Mopsa. Okay, here it is. Let's go to the next page. Lima 980 to Oscar Sierra November. Good. Goes on Mike 170, Hotel Mike. Mike's 170 to Hotel Mike waypoint. And thereafter we go to Halme via Tango 851. We go to Halme. Good. And after Halme, which is our last waypoint and route, we are going to be enter the transition for runway 23 right. Key point here is selecting the same transition name with the star. So our star was Halme 1 Golf, so we're gonna go ahead and select the transition starts with the same name, Halme 23. Okay, let's see how did it connect. Let's go to legs page and you can follow it step by step here.
Gastroc traffic, Scandinavian
Halme,
169er, taxiing holding point, runway 04 right.
426, 429, 430. Radar vectors on downwind to Delta Lima 502, then Regno final approach points. Looks fine. Let's activate these routes and go to performance initialization. Zero fuel weight 60.1 for today. and reserves. Let's check the plan again for the reserves, which equals to alternate fuel and final reserves summed up equals to 2,900. Let's go ahead and put that in 2.9. Cost index 8. This is an average thing. 320 for flight level, and top of climb outside air temperature is -44 in the FMS. Execute using reserve fuel. That is normal because we don't have enough fuel for whole journey. We will sort it out right now. We're gonna ask for 7,000 kilograms of fuel, as we have talked before. Let's go to payload. Okay, so total payload was 18,400. Okay, and fuel is 7,000 kilograms. Right. Let's go back and call the fuel track. There it is. It started loading the fuel. And let's get the ATIS information now. Okay, ATIS frequency is not active on VATSIM right now, so what we can do is we can go to data lake and ask for the METAR and use the information there. So let's go to recasts, weather recast, and put in Copenhagen Echo Kilo Charlie Hotel and send this one. Since we don't have any ATC controller at the Copenhagen, we're going to be doing things on our own, but thankfully we have more than enough controllers at Dusseldorf, so we will contact the Bremen radar couple like 10-15 minutes after takeoff, and they will help us all the way to the landing. Okay, so wind is 010, 10 knots, and the visibility more than 10 kilometers, 18 degrees Celsius, 1013 is the QNH. Okay, so I think it's better to take the other runway because the wind is 010, 10 knots. So let's go ahead and take runway 0 for left, which is the opposite side of 2 to right, and let's go ahead and select next and 1 echo departure. Okay, and execute. Let's see if there's any discontinuities in the FMS legs. No, that's good. Okay, let's go ahead. We put in the 18 degrees. We're going to use derated takeoff and assume temperature will be, I'm going to go ahead and put 35. This is all based on my experience. So CG for today is 26.5, 26.5 takeoff CG, and flaps 5. Speeds 141, 141, 146. Let's go ahead and put 146 in the MCP panel. 146. By the way, let's just put the lights on a little bit, so we can see the numbers and all. Meta. Little bit fluid. Right, main panel. Good. Okay, so we did our calculations, and we can arm the auto throttle and LNAV, VNAV since we have the plan in the FMS. We can arm it. Normally I arm my LNAV and VNAV right after I get my ATC clearance, but since there's no one to give us the clearance, we can go ahead and arm the LNAV VNAV.
Canada 1629er crossing runway
Okay,
3015.
so let's
3012
go ahead and check
correct.
the chart for that SID. Okay, so SID for runway 04 left. Cool. We're gonna execute next on 1 echo, as you guys can see. Let me just zoom in a little bit so it's easier to see. We're gonna take off
runway 3012 vacated.
from runway 04 left, which is located southern part, and then at waypoint Charlie Hotel 361, we're gonna take a right turn Charlie Hotel 362, and then continue all the way to the Charlie Hotel 366, then Bista, and next, and this will be our SID for today, next on 1 echo. Okay, let's go back to aircraft. And we're gonna need to set up the courses and navigates to our SID accordingly. Okay, so runway heading will be 037. Set. And initial altitude will be flight level 70. Set on the MCP panel. And since this is an RNAV SID, we don't need to set any courses because we won't be using any navigates. But in these kind of situations, I normally what I do is just set the runway heading to the courses to prevent any unnecessary and unwanted lines on the navigation display. So I'll put in 37037 on both sides. Okay, this is also set. Beautiful stuff. Okay, as I said, we are on our own, so we can go ahead and prepare for the pushback and start up. Basically, what we can do is plan our taxi and just ask the pushback guys to do accordingly. I'll just show you the ground chart for Copenhagen. Here it is. So right now we are at Charlie 36, which is located right here, and our intended runway is 04 left. Am I right? Yes, 04 left, which is right here. So what we're going to do is basically we're going to tell the pushback guy to face us south and then continue via Foxtrot Alpha all the way down to the holding point for runway 04 left. Okay, that's the plan. Let's go back to aircraft and start the pushback, guys. Just before that, let's just start the APU. And time check. This time check is for after you start your APU, you're gonna need 2 more minutes to be able to use the APU as an air supply. Because if you use it anytime before 2 minutes, that will shorten its whole lifetime. You know, that's for maintenance maintenance purposes. Maintenance. What do you call it?
Airbus
Purposes.
on point 04 right. Do you want to go first?
Okay, let's go ahead to Ground services better pushback. Pre-plan. And this
ground
plan is
cockpit,
good. Facing
plan
south.
acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
And let's just call the guy.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
He's on his way, coming up. And before start checklist, we can say fuel pumps on, APU is on, APU on bus. I think the car is here, pushback car, yes. He's
traffic,
grabbing the
Scandinavian 1629er lining up
aircraft,
runway
so
04
we can
right, gas trip.
put the hydraulic pumps on and anti-collision light on. Assuming that we have our pushback and
Okay, all
startup
doors
tables,
and
we
hatches
can set
are
the
closed,
altitude on the
ready to
transponder.
connect.
The guy is ready, so he's gonna ask us to release the parking brake very soon, and we're gonna do that.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, parking brake released.
Starting pushback, and you may start engine.
We are going to start engines. Okay, so if you bleed on duct pressure close to 30 psi is the recommended pressure level for engine starts. Start number engines start sequence 2 and 1, start number 2 engine. Okay, we have anti-rotation, just waiting for 25. Okay, engine start lever number 2 idle. Just fix something real quick, something is bothering my eye.
Traffic, Scandinavian 1629er, taking off runway 04 right, gas trip.
Let's go to displays. Was it this one? No, it was this one. Okay, so engine number 2 is good. Let's go ahead and start engine number 1, anti-rotation. I'm using real world time and weather, so till we get to the Dusseldorf, I think it will be night. Okay, 25, engine number 1, start lever idle.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake is set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Okay, they're disconnecting, so we can go ahead. Flaps 5. Generators on bus. Prop heats on. Packs auto. Isolation valve auto. APU bleed off. APU off. Engine start switches. Continuous. Recall. Check.
Crossing runway 3012 on
You can disconnect hand signal. Disconnect and give the hand signal. Okay. We can just go ahead and taxi right after he tells us he's
So
away.
is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Okay. The guy is leaving. Nice. Let's check our flight controls. Nose down, nose up, bank right, bank left, left rudder, and right rudder. We are good to go. Before taxi, check this generators. Let's check the generators. On. Prop heat on. Anti-ice is off. Hydraulic panel set. Isolation valve auto. Engine start switch is continuous. Recall checked. Auto brake RTO. Engine start levers. Idle detent. Flight controls checked and ground equipment clear. Before taxi check is complete, let's go ahead and start our taxi as we planned. But right before that, I'll just inform through Unicorn. Copenhagen traffic, Eurowings 9 Recon Mike, taxiing to holding point 04 left. Okay, runway turn off lights and taxi light is on. Let's start our taxi. Parking brake released. So we will follow Foxtrot and then Alpha, and we'll cross runway 30 to continue holding point 04 left. Okay, there is something wrong with the taxi system. Nose wheel, actually. Let me see. No, this wasn't it. Just give me a second, guys. This is the thing for the taxi, and I need to make the pilot seat disappear. Visual effects. Hide cockpit seats, yes, okay, this is it. Let's continue. We fixed the nose wheel. So we are on Foxtrot. We will cross runway 30 and continue to Alpha. Crop traffic, Eurowings 9 Echo Mike crossing runway 30. Okay, we will turn left to Alpha. Vacating runway 30. I'm gonna go ahead and put the logo light on too, since it's getting darker. we are still on Alpha. We will go all the way down on Alpha to holding point 04.
Custom traffic near 7539 are planning up runway 04 left.
Okay, somebody else is lining up on zone 04 left. That's the traffic right in front of us, that's what I believe. And we will line up right after him and take off. So the taxi speed limit is 30 knots on regular taxiways and 20 knots in the aprons, and 10 knots for any turn that has a turn angle of higher than 45 degrees. So according to this, we are limited to 30 knots on this taxiway, so we can put on some speed. Everything looks fine. We're just gonna go down all the way Alpha to holding point 04 left and take off. Continue towards Germany. It's a pretty long taxiway to go. Pretty long one.
Custom traffic near 7539 are taking off runway 04 left, Kemax 18 for departure.
Okay, so the other traffic informed the Unicom frequency that he is lining up for 04 left, as you probably heard. So we will have a chance to watch him take off while we are getting close to our taxi, close to the end of our taxi. He started rolling. There he comes, accelerating. Have a nice flight, 75 on them.
Custom traffic, Finnair 7539 on Airborne 1800 climbing, Kemax 1 Echo departure.
So this is Alpha 9, or one more left to go. So as I said, yeah, we will take off before sunset and we will be landing at night, so you will experience the daylight change. That's in real life one of the things I enjoy during my afternoon flights. If it's a long destination and if you are heading towards, let's say, east, you kind of have a chance to watch the sunset in very extended time period because you're chasing it. Sorry, to the west, yeah. Okay, so we are here, ready to line up. Let's just stop our aircraft and do the before takeoff items. Landing lights on, taxi light off, strobes steady, terrain, and transponder TARA. I think it's all set. Cabin crew takeoff position. Drop traffic, Eurowings 9 or Echo Mike lining up for takeoff, runway 04 left. Okay, let's line up. We are entering runway 04 left. After lining up, we will set thrust around 40% and wait for it to stabilize, and then we will engage toga and take off. Lining up, nice and easy. Okay, take off, let's go. 40%. Stabilized. Take off. Have a nice flight, guys. Thrust set.
knots.
80. Checked. V1. Rotate.
Rotate.
Gently pull up. 2 to 3 seconds.
Positive rate.
To 3 degrees per second. Positive rate. Gear up. Follow the flight director. Little bit. Nose up trim.
400.
Yes, 400 past VNAV speed. Beautiful stuff, beautiful stuff. Okay, so our aircraft is waiting for thrust reduction. Height,
1000.
there it is. Nose down to accelerate. We can go ahead and set flaps 1. And flying is such a good feeling in Boeing 737-800s. Okay, and 1. Flaps up. Autopilot B command. And after takeoff items, start switch is off, auto brake off, landing gear up and off. After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds on, PAX auto, landing gear up and off, flaps off, no light. After takeoff checklist complete. Beautiful. We are climbing to 7,000 feet. And since we have no ATC, we will climb on our own discretion until we get under ATC control. I'm gonna go ahead and set this to level 320 now. Set. Drop traffic, Eurowings 9 Echo Mike. Took off from a 04 left, airborne, executing next sun, 1 echo, deciding. Okay, so we informed the Unicom the other possible traffics near this airport to, you know, to prevent any accidents, incidents, or close calls even. Okay, transition. Standard set and cross-checked. I'm gonna need to do some configurations on the plane because things are not working pretty much the way I like them. We will do them at the cruise altitude, which is 320. So we passed 10,000 above fuel elevation. We can go ahead and turn off the landing and runway turn-off lights and fasten belt auto. And the aircraft is accelerating towards 286, which is our climb speed for today. You can see it in the FMS right here, the climb page. Nice, so we are executing our SID, everything is under control, we have done our after takeoff checklist, 10,000 items and everything.
Foxtrot Golf 752 on a 8 miles France, runway 04 left.
Okay guys, it's been like 12 minutes since we take off, and I think we are getting close to Bremen radar. These are the other traffics. Okay, 2000 feet left to level off. Normally, if the rate of climb is higher than 1500 feet per minute, what you want to do is go to vertical speed mode and put it to maximum 1500 to prevent any TCAS alerts to proximate traffics. Since we are below 1500 feet per minute climb rate, there is no need to do that. So same thing is applicable to last 1000 feet to climb with the limitation of 1000 feet per minute this time. So since it's higher than 1000, I'll go ahead and select vertical speed mode and set the vertical speed to 1000 feet to not exceed the limits on climb.
Thousand to go.
It's a good habit to always check your aircraft once in a while to, you know, control that everything is under control. No unnecessary indications and lights. Okay, altitude hold. We can go to VNAV mode again, FMC speed VNAV path. So since we are level, I will go ahead and configure the settings of my aircraft because there are a couple things that I don't like the way they are right now. Let's see, nothing wrong here. Okay, I like this one better. Prop heat switch auto. This means so there are two types of configurations. One of them has the word off here, prop heat off, and the other one has the auto. So normally the aircrafts that I fly in normal operation has the auto mode here for prop heats. It's like it has this automatic starting function when it has the auto thing installed in the aircraft. Let's go ahead, continue. Okay, so these are two buttons that I really like to use, MSP speed intervention and altitude intervention buttons. They are located here and here. It gives you a quicker access to making changes on your autopilot instead of going down to FMS and putting in or deleting speed or altitude restrictions. You can easily use these buttons to make momentary changes on the restrictions and speed. And I like the wheel of RMI right here and analog old school device to find the NDBs around you, non-directional beacons. I'll switch that on. And what else? So I like circle radio altimeter on top right when we are close to the ground. The default is angle of attack, and I like this one better. TCAS dotted range. This is one of the things that I also use during daily flights in my airline, at my company. It's this little dotty ring over here. That's the TCAS array and TCAS warning system approximity distance indication. And also the fuel gauge. I like over and under display better like this instead of side by side like this. I use this one. I actually like when I'm saying I'm using this one, there's no chance to switch between them in an aircraft, but the aircrafts that I use are set up like this. That's what I'm trying to say. Ground speed on PFD, yes. What else? This is all set. Let's go to FMS. These are good. Let's put this on to be able to put the planned fuel in the FMS before actually getting the um, actual quantity of fuel on board. You can enter your planned fuel in FMS to prevent to using reserve fuel or insufficient fuel indications from FMS. That way you can tell the aircraft that I'm going to load this much of fuel to aircraft, and it will compare the fuel needed to the planned fuel and tell you if there's anything wrong with the quantity. Okay, so this is basically it. I'm gonna go ahead and save these changes. Quick save all configs. That is it. So we are actually in Bremen radar, but no one has instructed us to contact them. That's odd. Normally they would um, write a private message, contact me on this, that, the frequency. They did not bother this time. Maybe I can go ahead and contact them. So frequency 123.225. Okay, start here. So yeah, 123.225 is set. Let's check if they are still active. Yes, they are, so I'll go ahead and contact them. Bremen radar, good evening. Eurowings 9er Echo Mike, flight level 320, on course kick up.
Contact Berlin Tower on 118, Desmedite, safe landing and happy Sunday, bye. flight level 360 inbound Vegas.
Bremen. Yeah, that's the radar.
Identified. Proceed direct Delta Bravo 452. Descent flight level 320. Direct Delta Bravo 452, descent flight level 320, Alpine 54, Tango Quebec.
Bremen, hallo, Eurocharter 8685 inbound, Hotel Delta Oscar VOA, level 360.
Charter 8685, Bremen, hallo. Identified. Proceed direct Bumil.
Bumil for Eurocharter 8635.
You know what, since he hasn't replied us, I'll go ahead and ask him if we are on the right frequency. Bremen radar, hello, Eurowings 9 or Echo Mike, are we on the correct frequency, sir?
Echo Mike negative, you have to monitor Unicom 1 to 2 decimate. Next sector will be Lang radar, but not now.
Okay, Unicom is now and the Langia will be next. Thank you. Eurowings 9 Echo Mike.
Charter 8685, recycle squawk 1000.
1000, Eurocharter 8685.
Okay, so even if we are within the control area of the Bremen radar and above the flight level that they told on the definition details of VATSIM, they still tell us to go to Unicom. That's strange, but we'll do anyways. After Unicom, we will switch to Langan radar. Let's stay in the Unicom for now. Okay, this is Langan radar calling us to contact them. Langan radar, good evening. Eurowings 9 Echo Mike, flight level 320 on course Enugu.
Eurowings 9 Echo Mike, Langan radar, hello, squawk 1000.
Squawk 1000, Eurowings 9 Echo Mike. Okay, so let's switch the squawk code to 1000. That's it.
Eurowings 9 Echo Mike identified, proceed direct Halme, descend to reach level 130 at Halme.
Direct to Halme and level 170 at Halme, Eurowings 9 Echo Mike.
Echo Mike confirm 130 at Halme.
130, correction, 130 at Halme, 9 Echo Mike. Okay, Halme on top, and when they tell you something like level 130, you simply put a dash on 130 and put it next to Halme. So this is the new altitude that we want to be at the Halme, and execute. So the FMS is going to calculate a new descent path according to our new inputs. So we are turning right towards Halme, and we will start our descent to make us at flight level 130 over Halme.
Eurowings 919 contact Langan radar 128.550, bye bye. 128.550, Eurowings 919, trip.
So we are 5 minutes away from top of descent. We can get the METAR or ATES information to prepare our aircraft. Let's see if the ATES is available for Dusseldorf.
Approach runway 05, right runways in use 05 right. Transition level 70, attention. Departure frequency for all departing aircraft is long and radar on frequency 128.550. Wind 010 degrees 8 knots. Cab OK. Temperature 29. Dew point 18 QNH 1011 hectopascals, or 2,985 inches trend. No SIG information India. Out. Dusseldorf information India. Met report time 1850 Zulu. Automated weather message expect ILS approach runway 05 right runways in use 05 right. Transition level 70 attention. Departure frequency for all departing aircraft is long and radar on.
Okay, so we have information India. Apparently the runway uses 05 right, and transition level will be 70, wind is 0108 knots, ceiling and visibility is okay, temperature is 29 degrees and QNH 1011, no significant weather. Okay. First thing first, let's do our landing calculation. Runway 05 right, condition dry, wind 0108 knots, temperature 29er, and QNH 1011, flaps 30. Let's see what auto brake gives us. And landing weight, let's go to progress page. We will burn 900 more kilograms, and if you subtract it from our gross weight, it gives us 63.5, 63,500 kilograms. And calculation gives us auto brake 2 will make us stop at 2,393 meters. And landing distance available is 2,800, so it gives us margin about 400 meters. I'm gonna play it safe and make an auto brakes 3 approach, and flaps will be 30. Yeah. So auto brake 3 will stop us at 1,842 meters, which gives us a margin of 1,000 meters, and this is safer. So since we completed our calculations, we can go ahead and set up according to ILS 05 right for Dusseldorf approach. After the setup, we will do a descent and approach briefing. Okay, so final approach course will be 052. Set on both sides. Minimums will be 330 for our aircraft. Reset MCP altitude. Okay, disregard this, they haven't given us a descent now. Let's just call for it. Langan radar, Eurowings 9 or Echo Mike, request descent.
Echo Mike, descent to reach level 130 at Halma.
Descent 130 at Halma, Eurowings 9 or Echo Mike. Okay.
Echo Mike confirm 130 to reach at Halma.
130 to reach at Halma, 9 Echo Mike. Okay, so 130 sets. Altitude intervention, so retard, we start our descent here. Let's continue with the setup. Minimums will be 330. Okay, 330 sets. And frequency is 110.15. 110.15. And in case of go around, you're gonna use the Dusseldorf VOR and Lima NDB. So Dusseldorf VOR is 115.15, 115.15, and Lima NDB is 311. 3. One.
Identified, climb flight level 270, proceed direct to Robeck.
311, set on both sides. Okay. And as far as I remember, our arrival runway in the plan was different than 05 right, so we're gonna go ahead and select a 05 right and helmet transition and execute. Okay, let's check if there's any discontinuities. No, everything looks fine. Okay, so we got our setup complete. We can proceed and do our briefing. Let me show you guys the approach chart for 05 right. Oh, we have a performance problem, I guess. Let's just lower this a little bit and reconnect. Okay, we are back. Let's just reconnect. We are back at it again. Yes. So we were gonna talk about the approach.
GPS 796 Lang radar, hello, squawk mode Charlie.
Okay, so our chart is here. After Halme at flight level 130, because that's what they have told us. We will continue to Bomba, Delta Lima 518, 519er, Gaplu 522, Drona, and 524, 525 if necessary, but I don't think it will be necessary. Before flying all this way, they will probably give us a radar vector for runway 05 right.
GPS 796 identified,
It
descent
will
level
be
170.
Natos, most probably. Yes, Natos is the final approach point, so let's go ahead and check the ILS frequency too. 05 right, ILS chart is here.
GPS 796 cleared PSAP 05 transition.
Right here, Natos is 3000 feet, final approach course 052. And the
GPS 796 contact Langen radar
Cat 1 minimums for Charlie. Aircraft is 326, we set 330. That's good, and in case of go around, we will on track 052, 3 DME from Dusseldorf left turn.
After Tebro, direct PSAP. After Tebro, direct PSAP, contact Echo Mike.
We're gonna turn left to Lima and climb 4000 feet. Landing distance available is 2000. Say again, 9 Echo Mike.
Echo Mike cleared Halme 05 transition.
ILS 05, Halme 05 transition for Eurowings 9 Echo Mike. Okay, we got our transition. It's the same one that we have told, so everything is good. We have talked about the missed approach procedure, and according to calculation, we set auto brake 3 flaps 30 landing. Let's just update this. Okay, it's updated, and this is mostly it. And after landing on 05 right, we will vacate via left, and most probably from Lima 4 or Lima 3, we will vacate runway and continue to apron. So this completes the approach briefing. Let's go ahead and check the aircraft if anything is wrong. Nothing seems wrong.
Echo Mike, descend to reach level 170 at Tebro, correction at PSAP. Descending to reach flight level 170 at PSAP. Contact Echo Mike. Contact Echo Mike, proceed direct PSAP. Proceeding direct PSAP, contact Echo Mike.
So we will planning to be landing at an hour 2001. It's approximately 20 minutes. Let's go ahead and set the fasten belts on.
Echo Mike, contact Langen radar 128.550, bye bye.
128.550, Eurowings 9 Echo Mike. Okay, so let's switch the frequency to 128.550. This is the approach frequency for Dusseldorf. Approach, good evening. This is Eurowings 9 Echo Mike, descending flight level 130 on course Halme.
Eurowings 9 Echo Mike, Langwater, good evening, identified.
Okay, they have identified us. Everything is normal. I will go ahead and put the voice up a little bit on the
UPS 796 confirmed
ATC so you
descending
guys can
5000
hear
feet.
better.
Wings 9032 Lang radar, good evening, identified, climb via sit flight level 190.
So we are going to be at level 130 over Halme, and we will continue via transition. And as we said, we will capture the ILS on 3000 feet at night point. Everything is set, everything is ready for the approach. We are descending towards Dusseldorf.
Thank you very much for the service.
PS 796, you are still not going direct at Lima 525, turn now right heading 230.
Right heading 230.
So
Nana 19, turn right heading 040, descend 3000 feet, cleared LS approach runway 05 right. Descend 3000 feet and cleared LS approach and say again heading for your wings 99919. 99919, right heading 040. Right heading 040 for your wings 99919.
we need to keep maximum 1500.
1 Alpha Papa, speed 180 knots or greater until 60 ME. Contact Dusseldorf Tower 118.3, ciao.
160 until 60 me, contact tower 118.3, thanks for anyone up.
1 Alpha Papa, negative speed 180 knots or greater until 60 ME.
Right, not so greater, thanks for anyone up.
Yes, 796, fly heading 240 now.
Fly heading 240.
I know we're gonna have to be, we have to be at flight level 130 at Halme, but there are other regulations about the FPM limits, so I'll play it safe to not to trigger any unnecessary TCAS RA alerts with any other aircraft, so I'll just lower the vertical speed 1000. We will be slightly over, like 220 feet high over the waypoint of Halme, but it's nothing that is not unacceptable. So,
speed 180 knots until 60 ME. 180 until 60 wings 99919.
why I am having this FPS problem today, I have no idea. We can actually see the airport right there. You can see the approach lights.
PS 796, A4, descend 5000 feet.
Langradar, good, contact 5 Echo Mike, information Juliet, level 170, inbound Falsu, 280 knots or less.
Five Echo Mike, Langenradar, good evening, identified, information Juliet, current, descend, flight level 140.
Standing 140, contact 5 Echo Mike.
Wings 9032, contact Langenradar 135.650, ciao.
Contact 135.65, John 9032, ciao.
They need to give us more descent
Radar
by now.
2101 Charlie, information Juliet, crossing level 190,
We
descending
might be a little high.
101 Charlie, Langrada, good evening. Identified information Juliet, correct.
I mean, we have 30 nautical miles to NATO's and we need to lose 10,000 feet, so
Wings 9919,
in the book we are good, but still.
Tower 183, Wings 9911, National Motto.
London Radar, this is Air India 9 with you at flight level 120 down to flight level 110.
I'm gonna go ahead and lower our speed a little bit because I don't want to be too high. Slow down to 240 knots.
India 9 cleared, Big Boo 05 transition.
To Big Blue 05.
Get Big Boo 05 transition, please confirm.
Could you exit to me, please? Air India 9.
If we don't start our descent from flight level 130 after this point right there, this green circle, then we will start to be coming high. But it doesn't mean that it's going to be a
5,000 feet, QNH 1011.
Eurowings 9 Echo Mike, descent 5,000, QNH 1011. Okay, they gave us 5,000.
Contact
Let's go ahead and
Langenradar 1,
5,000.
275, ciao.
And let's go with VNAV.
Over to Langrada 123, this is my 1275.
And QNH will be 1011.
Yeah, 7906, turn left heading 080,
Standby.
descent 3,000 feet, cleared ILS approach runway 05 right.
Let's go to like 110 left, heading 180.
There is a traffic coming close, but it's the difference between us, the altitude difference is getting higher and higher since we are descending it. He's probably flying level.
Delta Charlie Hotel Lima Romeo on the ground at mention left of request start of live access to Stauning.
We'll just make it a little faster to descend, you know, because we are getting close to NATO's, like 15 nautical miles, and we need to lose 9 or 1,000 feet. So we need around 27 nautical miles normally.
Lufthansa correction, Delta Charlie Hotel Lima Romeo Langrada, good evening.
Just help the aircraft a little bit by extending the speed range.
Via Sonep 3 November departure, flight plan route, climb via set 2,000 feet, squawk 2244.
So yeah, we are descending below flight level 120, descending to altitude 5,000 and speed 250. And you can see the green arc over here that tells you where the aircraft will reach the MCP panel altitude, which is 5,000 feet. And the altitude at NATO's final approach point will be 3,000, so with this kind of path profile, we are good. I'll just lower the speed to 240 now. I don't want to exceed 250 or 10,000.
Mike, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1011.
Same 5,000 QNH 1011, contact 5 Echo Mike.
5 Echo Mike, turn right heading 260.
Right heading 260, contact 5 Echo Mike.
Charlie Hotel Lima Romeo, request taxi.
Delta Charlie Hotel
I want to
Lima
be around
Romeo
220
taxi
knots
to
on
holding
downwind,
point runway 31 via Alpha.
because at NATO's I am planning to be at 180 knots
Charlie Romeo down.
and flaps 5.
India liner descent 5000 feet, QNH 1011.
Down to 5,000 feet, QNH 1011.
So we are getting to 2000 feet barrier. I'm gonna retract the speed brakes so the rate of descent can decrease a little bit. So we are at 7000, final approach point is 3000.
Traffic was slow.
Difference is 4000, so we need 12 nautical miles normally.
A 5 Echo Mike to the left heading 210.
Left 210, Condor 5 Echo Mike.
I'm gonna slow down a little bit more.
Wings Liner Echo Mike descent 4000 feet.
Descend 4000, Eurowings 9 Echo Mike. Okay, they are cleared us to 4000. And transition approach checklist, altimeters 1011 set and cross-checked approach checklist complete. We can turn on the landing and runway turn-off lights. Cabin crew landing position. So we need to lose approximately 2.5, 2,500 feet more, and that is around 7.5 nautical miles. So we are good.
Good evening. Identified. Information should be correct. Wings Liner Echo Mike, turn left heading 080, descend 3000 feet, cleared ILS approach runway 05 right.
Turn left heading 080 and descend 3000, cleared for ILS 05 right, 9 Echo Mike. Okay, this is 3000 set, heading is 80. Dangerous flight, man. Okay, will do. That's bad. Okay, so our profile is pretty good. We need to lose 1000 more feet, but we are already below the glide slope. Speed is under control. And I'll even take it back a little bit more
Maintaining present heading
to flaps off speed.
to climb to 4,000 feet.
And we are within 90 degrees. I'll arm the approach.
6 Foxtrot, Roger, copy, trend ready, report SOB and fuel on board.
And by 4 seconds, please.
Let's go ahead and start putting the flaps down. Flaps
5
1.
Echo Mike, turn left heading 070, descend 3000 feet, cleared ILS approach runway 05 right.
Left 070, descend 3000 feet, cleared
Speed
ILS
is
05 right, Condor 5
flaps 1 speed, speed 1.
Charlie Hotel Lima Romeo, holding
Warlock,
short runway.
we're gonna go ahead and set the runway heading 052. And flaps 5, speed 5.
Charlie Hotel Lima Romeo, wind 360 degrees.
Runway ahead, 05 right, this one right here. Lights on 5.
Lima Romeo down.
Wings Liner Echo Mike, contact Dusseldorf Tower, power land decimal 3, ciao.
Tower 118.3 will manual flight, 9 Echo Mike. Okay, let's switch the tower frequency. 1183. Tower Eurowings 9 Echo Mike, establish localizer 05 right.
Eurowings 9 Echo Mike, Dusseldorf Tower, good evening, wind 02037 knots, runway 05 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 05 right, Eurowings 9 Echo Mike. Okay, we are clear to land for runway 05 right. We are about to capture the glide.
Tower, Air for Juliet, Lima Liner.
Glide slope capture.
For Juliet, are you ready for immediate takeoff? Ready. Air Force 4 for Juliet, wind 02037 knots, runway 05 right, clear for takeoff, have a nice flight, bye-bye. Clear takeoff, Air Fox 4 Juliet. Eurowings 9 Echo Mike, traffic information 1, departure ahead, no factor.
Information copied, 9 Echo Mike. Okay, so let's slow down a little bit because there's traffic. Gear down, flaps 15, speed 15, and flaps 30, and speed is 152, which is 147 plus 5 knots. Landing checklists, engine start switches, continuous, speed brake arm, landing gear down, flaps 30 green light, landing checklist complete.
Tower Delta 127. Delta 127, Dusseldorf Tower. Delta 127, after passing with a light over 2000, you have to contact radar 128 at 550, goodbye. On to it.
$1,000 manual flight.
Ein wunderschönen Konto 5 Echo Mike, alles 05 right.
105 Echo Mike, Dusseldorf Tower, good evening, wind check 02037 knots, number 2.
Tot zo, danke.
Approaching minimums.
Plus 100 clear to land, runway 05 right.
Minimums.
Minimums continue. Speed break up. Reverse is normal.
981 Dusseldorf Tower, good evening.
Knots.
105 Echo Mike, with 02037 knots, runway 05
60. Turn off the reversers.
Eurowings 9 Echo Mike, vacate to the right and continue right on Mike, contact ground 11.6, bye-bye.
Vacate right and continue on Mike and contact ground. Eurowings 9 Echo Mike. Eurowings 9 Echo Mike. Okay, we are vacating where Lima 3. They informed us to continue on mic and inform the tower.
Sun 981, traffic information, Airbus A320 on final, runway 05 right, report traffic inside.
Yeah, I found traffic inside.
Okay.
Roger, behind mentioned traffic, line up runway 05 right, await behind.
Switch to ground. Ground at Lufthansa 9, correction, Eurowings 9 Echo Mike, vacated runway.
Eurowings 9 Echo Mike, Dusseldorf ground, good evening, taxi via Mike, and Papa 3, stand Bravo 02.
Continue taxiway Mike, Papa 2, and continue stand Bravo 02, Eurowings 9 Echo Mike. Okay, so let's do the after landing items. Prop heat off, landing lights off, taxi light on, engine start switches off, strobe steady day. And then we're gonna need to turn the transponder to altitude on, auto brake off, flaps up. We will go to Bravo 02 via Papa 2.
Hello, Condor 5 Echo Mike, on Mike.
Condor 5 Echo Mike, Düsseldorf ground, schönen guten Abend, taxi via Mike,
So this
Lima
one
7 and
on the
Yankee,
left
stand
is
Charlie
Papa 2.
06.
We will get in from here.
Charlie 06 via Mike, Lima 7, Yankee, Condor 5 Echo Mike.
And we will make a right turn towards Tango. And then again a left turn for Bravo 2.
Eurowings 9 Echo Mike, that was one exit too early, but anyways, yeah, the 737 in front of you is pushing back. Go clockwise, counterclockwise around him. There should be enough space for you to reach Bravo 02.
Sorry for that, I thought you said Papa 2, my mistake. Wilco, as you said, Eurowings 9 Echo Mike. Okay.
No worries, Papa 2, Papa 3, you get to your destination, no problem.
So let's do a counterclockwise, like he said. And Bravo's route 2 is the one on the right. So here we are, it's the number Bravo 02.
110, request exit to holding point.
Parking brake is set. Let's ask
Hello,
for
110, taxi holding point, runway 05 right, via Papa 2, Mike, Lima 9.
and we can turn off the engines. Engine starts with just cut off, fasten belts off, anti-collision light off, fuel pumps off, hydraulic panel sets, isolation valve open, flight directors off, and transponder squawk 200 then off. That completes the shutdown procedure, and let's go ahead with the secure items. IRS is off, emergency exit lights off, window heat off, and packs off. Okay guys, this is it. We reached Dusseldorf airport and had a nice flight. We took off from Copenhagen when the sun was still up and we landed Dusseldorf. It was a quite fun flight for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. And if you have any questions about the flight or anything you want to add or ask, just feel free to write it down to comments. And thank you for joining me. See you guys around next time. Bye bye.